Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for making it. We just want to get to know you a little bit more about who you are, how you come up with ideas. Could you please tell us your name, which school you attend, and where are you studying right now?
My name is Chris, and I go to Oregon Institute of Technology, and I am majoring in IT.
My name is Yaos, and I'll go to the Oregon Tech, and I'm also my major in IT.
Great, excellent. Could you tell us more about Climate Angel Mobile Health? What is it? What is Climate Angel Mobile Health, and how you come up with the idea?
We're a healthcare mobile service that aims to help mitigate the access challenges faced by rural populations within KAMH County. We want to be someone who can help bring healthcare to those who need it in areas where they can drive like 1 to 2 hours just to get an appointment with their local hospital.
Thank you. Now, how you come up with the idea and what role each one of you play Climate Angel Mobile Health?
So we started our idea because of our professors, Professor Lindy Stewart. She also our sponsor and advisor for our projects. She mentioned about the struggle of people living in rural areas in Klamath County, how hard it is to make an appointment and travel to the closest clinics. We have some family members who also live in the rural areas, and it's not new for us. We already know the struggle is there, so we would like to do something from our end. So Chris and I started our senior projects on this. We thought that it would maybe a good idea to focusing on giving back to the community. And Professor Lindy suggested us to go to Caroline's, which is our Oregon Tech competition. We joined the competition in January 2022, and we luckily got invited to InventOR Oregon. So both of us are IT major, doing a lot of cybersecurity, networking infrastructure parts of a job. And we also have knowledge in business side. So we used that knowledge and skills to work on our project at the same time. I also have a minor in health informatics. So it just worked well for both of us. We divided the job evenly. So we all take part in this, and we've been really working hard on this with the help from our professor, our sponsor, advisors from Oregon Tech.
Thank you. Health is definitely one of those services that we need in our community, and it has to be widely available to all segments of the population any time of the year.
Yes.
As you develop Climate Angel Mobile Health, what do you envision the impact that you will have in our society and our communities when you're able to put it to market?
So for the impact, we have mentioned this a lot with Oregon Tech in the competition there. We would like to bring healthcare services to the people that need it. We believe that everybody all deserves to get healthcare service, to general checkup. You would be very surprised by the numbers of people that cannot just get daily checkup, daily screenings, urgent care. It's been a struggling for many years and probably many generations as well. The impact we would like to do is just show them that yes, you deserve it, and we will bring it to you, the healthcare services. And our mobile clinics, I think we're not going to be for rural community only, but we would like to bring it here to the main city, some of the big city in Oregon as well, like Portland, when we have the homeless situation here. And of course, they don't have healthcare access available for them. So this project, we could help with that as well. So not just only rural areas, but people who don't have a house. They all get something from our project. So that's the impact that we would like to make on the communities.
Once again, access to healthcare is important and vital for our society, either in rural communities or even in urban settings where a segment of population doesn't have access to reliable healthcare. Chris, in terms of the things you have learned since you entered Catalyze Climate File competition, from there move to InventOR, what it's like to be an innovator? What is your experience so far?
It's been great. I had no experience with healthcare before I started on this project, and I had very little idea how businesses work. So through this project, I've been able to connect with a lot of people, and through Event Oregon, I've been able to learn a lot of skills that I can take outside of school and into my real life, and it's great. With this, I can see that we can actually bring this mobile health clinic to life. That's a possibility that I never thought I would take in my IT career. So it's been a really fun experience, and I've learned a lot of new things and met a lot of people. So I'm grateful for all the experiences that I got to do.
What insights have you learned about what it's like to be an innovator while you have participated in Catalyze Klamath Falls, now InventOR?
I think I'm probably more engaged in the college. We being students, so our main focus is get a good grade, get a good degree, and just to graduate. Now, when we started doing our senior project, I know now I see why it's so important that you should have a senior project. You can utilize all of your skills that you learn in school, and you can learn more because when you reach out to different professors, different sponsors, advisors, they will have something that you don't know before, some knowledge, skills that you can learn from. Talking about Catalyze event specifically, that event actually made us feel really proud of what we've been doing so far. It's been hard because, as Chris says, we never been doing anything like a real business. Everything is just being theory so far with school. But now we actually got our hands on to do a real project and to see the lights at the end of the road that we could help people. It means a lot for us. And Invent Oregon, I think it's a great opportunity. We did not expect to be invited to the events, but it's such a tremendous role so far that we met a lot of people. We met our mentors who taught us about business idea, how to start a business. We learned a lot of things that we did not learn in school, mainly real life experience that we learned from them and their story. All the team from Invent Oregon, they somehow inspire us. When you around people with positive thinking, you would try to do the same thing and would try to create something beautiful and give something back to the community. I'm very grateful for all I have so far with Invent Oregon and Catalyze.
So after InventOR, for both of you, give me your own point of view. After InventOR competition is over, what will be some your key takeaways? What are the things you're gonna walk away with after the competition?
I think the key takeaways I would take is just being more confident in the choices I make, and then also not to be afraid to take risks. With business, there's a lot of risks that you're going to take. Some might work, some may not, which is part of the prototyping experience. And it's a whole journey that's really fun. Even if you fail, you learn a lot of new things. And that's something I was not as flexible as I was before this whole competition. So I've changed in a lot of ways, and I hope to take that flexibility with me outside after this competition too.
As Chris mentioned, we may not win, we may fail, but the experience stay with us. The skill we have learned, the story that we had heard inspires the future. It may be cheesy to say that, but I believe it will make a better person in general. And to be in the competition, you have the goals. You have to work hard on this. So treat this as a project of your work. The people we have met from Invent Oregon, we probably never met them if we never been in the competition. And so that's why I'm really grateful for that. After that, we developed our projects to make it perfect. What we learn and what we hear, we will hear from the churches and the general public at the events on June 23rd and June 24th. Those feedbacks will help us to shape our projects for a better future. Hopefully our project can come true someday.
Thank you. One last question for each one of you. Is there anything new that have you learned about yourself by participating in the competition?
I learned a lot of things through this competition that I didn't know before. And like I mentioned before, the flexibility part was one of them that I adapted, but also just through the mentors, the connections that I got, and also how to start a business. So I've gotten a lot of advice on how the proper legal ways of how to start your business, what risks that you should look out for. And for us, healthcare is very important to follow HIPAA laws and make sure that everything follows by what you're supposed to keep everything safe. I think just being more closely attentive towards details like that is something that I've learned a lot through this competition. So it's been very fun.
I think I have mentioned a lot about the knowledge and skills and how this opportunity play a big part in our not just student life, but at the person life too. I never thought about like doing a prototype, how we can make it interesting for the public. And now we're actually doing it right now. We have talked to different people from different background with different major and degree, and they taught us a lot. For example, when we talked to Professor Lori from Oregon Tech, she taught us about how to start with some licenses. When you're gonna build your own mobile clinics, what you're gonna do with that, and different insurance. We never thought about that as a student, and never learned about that. So something that a startup business should know, but we never taught it in school. But now we know that. I think definitely we will carry that in the future as well. What we learned from the competition, what we heard from the people. Also, very proud of ourselves. Agree that you should be confident about what you want to do and what you believe will help people, because everything starts with a thought. But if you're too scared to make it come true, then you may never bring it to life. So have confidence and find a good teammate, as I did. Thank you.
Love it. Great. Thank you so much. Looking forward to see you at the final showdown in June 24th.